Good evening. Hello. Very quiet. Oh yeah, maybe I should. I can't. I actually can't speak so loud because, well, I'm actually really sick. But oh, it's alright.
Oop, our chat is not loaded for some reason. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix that.
You can only hear me.
There we are. All right, hello everybody. Today we're gonna be doing a special stream, quote unquote. I just thought it'd be cool. We are going to be, for those who arrive, we're gonna be reacting to the Oscars. Granted, because we're gonna be animating and reacting to the Oscars. Now, fair warning right off the bat, because of copyright, I cannot show you the Oscars, and I can't let you listen to the audio of the Oscars. So unfortunately, we're all gonna have to watch it on our own providers, be whatever that is for you, and then we will just be talking about it as things come up. So even as I speak, I'm getting it loaded up here on my external thing.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. The Muppets aren't going to be hosted for this year. Hopefully next year, though.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Right now I'm still someplace. I'm going to be back here as soon as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Just hanging in there, guys.
I took some painkillers now.
I'm currently loading up the Oscars on my end.
Oscars, a thing I never watched them. Am I still so quiet?
No, you're good.
Oh my. Is there anything special in the Oscars today for you?
I definitely think Mitchell's versus the Machines should win Best Animated Feature.
Okay. Hoping My Life as a Teenage Robot hate base isn't watching. There's a hate base. Something like a hate base exists.
All right, I got it loaded up on my end. So far, they're doing a bunch of jokes. You know the Oscars has reached a new low when they have freaking Amy Schumer as one of the hosts. Good lord. All right. As we wait,
Yeah.
as we wait for the first nomination, I'm just gonna start animating again. Everyone can see that, right? Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something actually about that one shot I'm animating. No matter what I do, I just can't get that walk cycle look right. You know
It's all right.
what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
So I wanted to ask if I could animate the rest, like, and someone else could animate that walk cycle for me. I have no problems with humanoid walk cycles, but yeah, animal walk cycles are hard for me.
Mhm. Well, I would just say at that point, just jump on another shot and like, let's push this one to the side for now.
All right. What could help is like a breakdown of the cat itself, like the basic shapes, the anatomy. Was that correct? Anatomy. Yeah.
Ooh, that music's getting a little loud. They're still doing jokes right now. Why do they feel the need to draw out the Oscars for 3 hours? Like, can you not just get it done in an hour and a half, maybe 2?
No idea.
Like, is it a contractual obligation that they need to drag it out this long?
There is an Earthbound set for the SNES, the original big box, whatever, for 3,000 euros on eBay.
The original what?
Earthbound,
Hmm.
or I think in the United States it's called Mother 3. Mother? I don't know. Our life is a tear show, what hate base?
What are they announcing right now?
UTTP? THDTC? HAS? You see the horrible person. He bullies Teenage Robot fans said the N-word, forcing us to. Okay, these are the kind of people I
Are they just
usually ignore.
are they just announcing people who are gonna show up at the today?
Well, on the
Right now they're
Oscars
just
or
yeah they're
the.
just going through people right now. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess they were just announcing people who are gonna show up.
Oh, great. Like the people who got nominated. What about other hate bases on other Nicktoon shows like Danny Phantom or Loud House or SpongeBob? Why does something like this exist? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't really like the Loud House. It still got some pretty good animation though, but I don't know. I still don't judge people of what they like. Yeah, so basically the people who just I don't know hate try to put you down or try to bully you because they judge you by something you like. These are usually the people I ignore. Hello from Ukraine. Hello from Germany.
Did she just call that movie a bad movie?
What?
All cat lovers are familiar with a famous phrase. If it
What movie is she calling bad?
Well, apparently she's I don't know. She's trying to make a comedic skit right now.
Huh.
She's there was apparently Don't Look Up apparently got nominated for something. I didn't see the full list, but now she's just making fun of Don't Look Up for some reason. She's the host. Is like I feel like
Cat go. Just wanted to check in, have fun, y'all. All right, rabbit. I tried to build a robot version of myself in MS Paint and named it Frank, and her catchphrase would have been hungry. Bro, do that and send it to me via Discord, please. I want to see that. More into dogs, but cats are okay sometimes. Same. Cats do sell. I mean,
Ooh, there's a whole playlist of cat animation reference.
wait, there is.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I just typed in on YouTube cat video reference, and then there's like this whole playlist of animation references.
Oh my god. Why didn't YouTube show this to me when I searched for it? Jesus.
Oh, here we go. Finally, the first category of the evening. God.
Hey, they made it.
I think this is female actress best supporting role.
Well, forever you're, I don't know for which one you're rooting, but I wish them and you the best of luck, I guess.
Well, buckle up. Well, we're gonna get through a lot of those tonight, so just like.
Fine. It's not like I have to go to school tomorrow because, yeah, yeah. It was funny one time. someone called in sick in school and didn't arrive. And then suddenly someone said to the teacher that he's live streaming, even though he's sick. And then the teacher opened the stream, broadcasted it onto the wall, and we watched his live stream as a class together. So, Nathan, through your microphones, there are arriving some pretty weird sounds.
What?
There are some really weird sounds coming from your microphone.
Well, yeah, I got the Oscars on.
Yeah, I know, but never mind.
Hey. First
Just-
winner.
Just try to entertain some people. No, I don't know what that means, so it's better when I'm not saying it.
No entendió nada de
No.
inglés.
What was that?
I read it.
You read it?
Plus there's Google Translate.
Oh,
I don't understand any English.
same. I did something crazy in middle school and I had a meltdown. All because they ran out of tacos and I got suspended for it. Wait, is it really a thing to eat in school? Like, you have a cafeteria?
You don't?
No, I don't. We don't have one. We go in there, and thanks to COVID, there's actually
Well, no. What
we're
did you?
not allowed to eat.
No. What'd you do before COVID?
We didn't. We never had a cafeteria.
Yeah. Well, what did you do about lunch?
We don't have lunch.
How long are your school days?
So usually from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m.
So what do you do about food? You're
We
skipping a
bring
meal
it with
there.
us. We bring it with us, and when we forgot it, then yeah,
Well,
then
oh, well,
it's
okay. Well, then,
acceptable.
you're so you have an allocated lunchtime then.
No, we have breaks between. So one lesson goes around 90 minutes. After that, we got 10 minutes break where we can eat, you know, and then we got 90 minutes of lesson again.
There's no like 30, 40-minute break in the middle of the day.
Nah.
That's weird.
I wasn't aware this is actually a thing. I thought it's normal.
In America, we got every school level, elementary, middle, or high school, has a lunch hour where it's just an entire class hour dedicated to letting the students eat lunch. And
Oh.
our class times are usually, well, I guess it depends on the level of school, because like when it's like high school, for instance, I think if I recall correctly, started at 7:30 a.m. Like that's when the first class started. When it was middle school, I don't remember at all what time it started. I know it had an optional, like most people didn't want to do first hour in middle school because first hour was like a class that started at really early compared to the others. And it was like an optional, if you could schedule it out, you could figure out a way. But that means you have to make up that class somewhere else in the day. And I think elementary school started at 8:30, I believe.
What? That late?
Well, elementary school, like we're talking about
Yeah, elementary school.
first through sixth graders.
First or sixth. Okay, in Germany we go to elementary school from the age of 7 till the age of 10 or 11. Then we go to high school.
7?
Yeah. Elementary school.
Elementary school for us starts at age like 4 or 5. Kindergarten. Then first grade, second grade, third grade.
Yeah, kindergarten is here actually just a place for children when the parents need to work. So the children
we call that
play.
we call that daycare. That's completely separate. That's outside of the educational system.
Yeah, and we call it kindergarten. Anyway, so yeah, and in the time where we were when we were 6 years old till 10 or 11 years old, we mostly have from 7 a.m. till I think 1:30 p.m. After that, we usually so by the age of 11 or 12, we got from 7 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. And by the age of, I don't know, 15, 16, around my age, we got from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. I don't know if that is fair or not. I just take it as it is. Even though I don't really like my school, after the police had to arrive, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times because someone brought a gun to the school.
Jeez.
Yeah, the school I'm going to is pretty. Yeah. It got a lot of temperament.
They're advertising crypto now too. Ugh. Yeah, did everyone hear the news about the new stadium name in LA? What used to be called the Staples Stadium, which is now called. This is the worst name in the world. The Crypto.com Stadium. Like .com. It's not Crypto Stadium. It's Crypto.com Stadium.
For real? Crypto.com, suddenly Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's bad.
Only they got like a bunch of PCs in their basement to mine crypto. You can rent them for like $100 each month. That would be a business idea.
Timothy Chalamet is not even wearing a shirt. He's just got a jacket, a suit jacket on.
Okay, I want to watch them now. I also want to watch them now. Where can I watch them? YouTube?
Yeah, you gotta. I'm on ABC.com. If you enter your TV service provider, they let you, and if your service provider carries ABC, they'll let you watch it by just logging in.
Well, I found the sign language thing. I don't speak sign language. My TV provider. I don't have a TV provider.
Oh no, they just made a legal joke? Like, oh, why would you... That's uncomfortable. Why would you do that?
Hans Zimmer is in the trance. Yeah, I can watch the Oscars in Alienese.
Alienese?
Yeah, so
I want to watch
I
the
go
Oscars
along-
in Alienese. I want to like... Are they like...
No, I just call every language that I don't understand Alienese. It's funny.
Aw.
I mean, okay, if you want to watch them in
All right,
Alienese.
skip over. Time for the next round of announcements. Let's do this.
There you go. Ah. There we go. Now we can watch them.
I am watching a host cup a feel of two announcers' asses. What?
Oscars live.
Oscars live.
Yeah. I think here on Pro7 or how this is called. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. Oh, I can. Uh, 3M Onion, you
Achievement in
didn't really miss
sound.
anything.
Achievement in sound. Oh, this is the shit. Didn't they do this? Didn't they like...
They made sound.
No, I think this is. Okay, hold on. I need to research this. I heard about this. I want to confirm before I say anything. Make sure this is a different one I'm thinking of.
Oh man, the live stream crashes when the ad is. Yeah. Of course.
Oh my god, this is
Yeah, give me
this is bullshit. This is the bullshit award that they did this year. They took best sound editing and best sound design and they fused it into one award, best achievement in sound, which is the stupidest goddamn decision.
Best music composer, the best music composer in my eyes is still Thomas Newman. Changed my mind.
At least I think I got that right.
Oh my god, I can watch them. How is that? Is that right? Am I watching the right thing? Oh wait, I think you can't see that. It's like a woman with a red dress is standing between two people. Am I watching the right thing? Okay.
Hold on, I gotta.
Can you make My Life as a Teenage Robot Part 2? I don't know if you can you. These are all movies I don't know, but I like them. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Oh my god, I think they did. Oh my god. Yeah, I was reading the full nomination list. There's only now one award for sound. They don't have it split into two anymore, where it's best sound editing and best sound design, which are two completely different tasks when you're making a film. That's bullshit.
Nathan.
They just
Nathan, look close. Look closely in the background. When you look close enough, you can see me there standing. No response. Who's Greg Fraser?
second Oscar to Dune.
Oh, he's Australian.
Gosh, they freaking. I'm still upset about freaking the sound thing, and they didn't even have the courtesy to announce it like any other like any other category. Like they literally like, okay, best achievement in sound, you. All right, moving on. Cinematography now. Damn,
I don't get
that's
it.
awful.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? What have I missed? What's going on?
You have missed
We're
so
watching the
far.
Oscars.
I think you have missed. Okay, you missed
Nothing.
best supporting actress, best sound, which I don't blame you for missing because was horribly mistreated. They literally like called up the sound people who won and then shoved them off the stage within 10 seconds. They're like, okay, you, and then bye bye. And now we're doing cinematography.
Oh boy.
Isn't there an ad?
Dune so far has won 2 awards, one being for best sound and now cinematography.
Oh my god! I just saw an ad where where everyone's name was just filler. I hate this ad. I hate it.
That's terrifying.
Wow, that is an. I am still reeling over the fact that they fused sound editing and sound design. That's so stupid.
I'd be moved for a
My
second.
Life is Teenage Robot 2, Electric Boogaloo. I have been I want to use that one day for an actual sequel title. Everyone makes a meme about it. I want to do it. Someone do it. Deadpool should have done it. Deadpool 2 should have been Deadpool 2 Electric Boogaloo. It should have been that.
Nathan, can I be mean for a second?
What?
I want to be mean for a second. Please don't hit me. Please don't hurt me.
What?
Please don't hurt me.
World's Smallest Violin? I don't get it.
That hurts.
In reference to what? World's Smallest Violin?
Reference to how you just raged about the audio thing.
What do you mean? Those are people's. Don't say that in front of freaking Shiro. That's someone's job.
Oh,
Okay.
There's a sound
I think
editor
you'll
and
work for it.
there's the sound editing team and there's a sound
I will-
design
I-
team.
I will add Shiro and tell the story.
Dude, no, that's somebody's job.
My job is to obey everyone who is above me.
As we are rude around these parts.
By the way, is there any kind of sheet where I can see which scenes still need music or something? Raptor,
what's up?
is there a sheet where we can see what scenes need music and which don't?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm positive there's still that dog somewhere around there. I'm not entirely sure where it is. But yeah, we really need to pin that message. It might be pinned somewhere.
I can have a look because I actually enjoy making music. Yeah. I'm glad that you liked my test. Like, hey, it's continuing for me.
Documentary short. I have not seen a documentary short this year, unfortunately. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be a good.
So I looked through a few channels now, and I didn't I didn't get a pinned message for the tracks.
The what?
The track sheet for whatever scenes need the music.
Yeah, because like I said, I really enjoy making music in the last time.
Oh yeah, it's in the Google Drive somewhere. It's in the.
All right.
All right, we're back.
Oh, you also had an ad, or ads?
Well, yeah, it's live.
Oh.
That's how TV works. I know we haven't been watching it, but
Shut up! Shut up! It's not my fault. It's my generation.
Yeah, screw television.
You guys are like one generation ahead of me.
wow,
Same.
they shoved off documentary short 2 in the same way as sound. Holy shit. How did they manage to make this show 3 hours and then like footnote so many categories? That's ridiculous.
Hey, Jess and Zeb. I think there in the chat there is someone who's really really happy to see you.
But no, what?
Okay.
Hi, Mad Moose.
Mad Moose?
Someone in the chat.
Is that the famous Mad Moose that everyone talks about?
I don't know if everyone talks about him, but
I talk about him a lot. Oh my god.
Oh, hi, plant. My plant's 10 billion.
Plants 10 billion. More like plants 100,000 billion.
Oh my god, they
I don't
copied
know the
Portal
rest.
too.
Plant's 1.
Yes, he does win a lot.
Those special effects are lame. I will make them in 2 milliseconds. Just
Wait a
kidding.
minute. Mad Moose. I know that name. Don't know why it took me so long to realize who that is.
Bad news. I literally don't know him.
Epic gamer. In fact, no, not epic gamer. That's elite gamer, actually. If I'm being completely honest.
What is Dune?
I plants.
all right, I think this is about to be best visual effects, right? I'm very interested in who's gonna win this one. Yeah, I figured.
Wait,
Dune.
no, I already know who won visual effects. Are you behind me? Like in time?
I'm on live.
Well, they already said who won.
Well, yeah, they're walking up to accept the award now.
I'm already on the thing where the guy speaks in the microphone with the gray hair.
That's interesting.
Time zone shaming. Cowboy cheek.
Out of all the rebooted members, who is the most epic gamer?
Probably Eric. He's one of the few of us who actually games.
Yeah, I don't
game a lot. Gaming is one of the 3 things that I am approved at. The other two are drawing and writing.
I'm really upset.
Everything else I suck at.
I don't really play games anymore because I don't have anyone to play them with. And alone, well, I don't know. Alone isn't that funny.
I still submit that Godzilla vs. Kong should have been nominated for best visual effects. Not win, but should have been nominated. Free Guy, in comparison to put like Free Guy and Legend of the Ten Rings, I 100% think Godzilla vs. Kong had better visual effects than those two movies.
I think we should have been nominated for best animation. Just kidding.
Like best procrastination.
Honestly, that's another thing that I'm very good at. So that's 4 things actually that I'm good at.
No, we should be nominated for the longest animation. So in production.
We're probably putting in more effort in animation, or you guys are, because I don't animate, but the animators on the rebooted team are probably putting in more effort than like some of the high budget shows.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I mean, not all of them.
Didn't really get you.
But maybe some of them. I don't know. I don't know.
Are there
enough about this kind of stuff.
Are there still animators here in the rebooted who don't do a thing? Okay, Nate, what the fuck? How can you animate a cat so good? How are you able to animate a cat? I don't get it.
Well, the way I'm doing it is I start off with just like a rough sketch of like what I want, like almost like a stick figure of what I want it to do. And then after I get this done, I'll do a second pass where I actually try to be a little bit more on model, just following the body plan that I have sketched out. And then after that, it's either I do a third refined rough pass, although that's not always necessary. Sometimes I can just go from the second rough pass to clean up.
Well,
yeah, especially for complex animations like this thing where the cat shakes off, does a little leg kick, and then like curls up and sits down. I always want to do a stick figure animation first, of where I just get the timing down, the leg movements down.
Okay, I have to remember that stick figure trick, because I looked at your ref thing, so your ref sheet for the cat long enough, and I didn't really understood the proportions of that cat. Like,
oh yeah, here, hold on.
Maybe I'm
the
just
model sheet.
I mean, I was even so disgusting and tried to trace. Not even that worked out.
That's fine. That's another stigma that you got to get over as an animator. Everybody does that from time to time, where they just take the model sheet and trace it. That's legal.
that is something that animators do.
Oh, because last time I did it somewhere else, that guy just literally punched into me.
Well, that's
like,
very stupid of him.
I mean, come on. This is the kind of mentor who said that taking references is bad.
That's also very dumb. Holy shit! That's like
I
how
know.
you learn how to animate.
That's a massive. That's just
so
not
like
true.
So like I know you shouldn't trace from other people's artwork and call it yourself. Call this artwork
but then
yourself.
like if it's for like an animated,
not even that
thing with like thousands of frames.
Well, not even that. It's not even like tracing it, because obviously you don't want to trace something for animation either. You need video references of how things move.
What do you think motion tracking is?
Yeah, well, that's a little bit different, but like that's usually a performance that's being interpreted as something you're paying the performer to do something. I'm talking about like tracing. The only way you can steal something from animation is if you trace over an animation that already exists. If you do that, that's stealing. Like that's stealing. If you're taking like live action footage and tracing over that, that's called rotoscoping. That's an animation method. It doesn't always look good.
Really?
It does not. It takes a lot of effort to make rotoscoping look good. Trust me. There's very few movies or shows out there that have gotten away with rotoscoping while also making it look good. But what am I trying? In terms of like references, you should look into. Like sometimes what I do is I download a video reference of what I want, and I like literally, like I did with the storyboard here, I import it into the project itself, so it automatically like times it for me, like what frames the like say it's a walk cycle of some lizard or an alligator or something. I would literally import the footage into the timeline here, and so it would automatically break it down for me, like, okay, on this frame this paw came down, on this frame this other paw came down, on this one the head kind of came up a little bit. And so like I can like take that and interpret it into my own walk cycle, and I'm using the reference to like make my own animation from it.
Well,
so like whoever told you to never use reference and to never like sometimes trace over the model sheet, they're dead wrong.
I know, but now I get all the other animators when I ask them how to be an animator. Now I understand why they always say don't get an animator, don't become an animator.
Well, no, it's a joke because it's just so time consuming and the pay is not good. If it's your passion, obviously that's what you want to do in life. Then yeah, I'm just saying like it's not. My point is usually like there's very 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 rarely the hobbyist animator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's and when they are a hobbyist animator, they're usually like, you know, what am I trying to say? It's like usually like when you're like in high school or in college or something, you just do an animation as a side gig, as like that's what you enjoy versus being the full-time student. Or you're already deep into your career and you just like you animate every once in a while on the side. But like just because of how long animation takes, it's like that's what makes it rare to see as somebody's hobby, because of how many hours it takes to do a full second of animation.
Not only that, trust me, I'm the kind of guy who were like, school is a side thing I have to do by law, and animation will be the thing I will do constantly. So usually I sit in class with my sketchbook and do paper animation. And then my teacher always say, put that sketchbook away, except for my art teacher, who's actually teaching us religion. He always says, you know what? You don't need religion. You don't need this subject religion in your life. Keep drawing. I love that guy. And yeah, that's how I failed schools.
Did not anticipate that ending.
Okay, they're doing best song now. No, wait, no, they're doing the perform. That's a little. I always figured that was a little. I know Disney owns ABC, hence they own the Oscars, and hence they can play whatever performances they want. But I always felt that was a little. I don't know. It's a little controversial in my opinion that they were nominated for this song that they're playing. I can't. Dos Origui I can't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. But this song they're playing, they were nominated for Disney for the Oscars. And so they are letting the so like, does anyone feel like that's kind of like patting yourself on the back?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like if anything, if I were the guy in charge of the Oscars, I would give this performance section of the songs to one of the runners-up for Best Original Song, not for one of the nominated. Or announce the Best Original Song right from the get-go, and then give the performance to someone who didn't win. You know what I mean? Because this just kind of seems like, aren't you excited for when we win Best Original Song?
Scripted.
People who started, there are two types of animators: people who started off animating in MS Paint and those who started animating in Flip a Clip. I was Flipnote Studio. That was me. I was the.
It was Adobe Animate.
Flipnote from.
It was
Flip. I think
nothing.
Flip a Clip is the one that eventually replaced Flipnote Studio. But right, hold on.
Flipnote Studio. Wasn't it that on the 3DS?
I think that was like on DSi, and then it eventually came for the 3DS.
I have it on my 3DS. That's why, and that's why I'm taking it to school.
And people say 3DSs are worthless now.
You know that that guy on YouTube who makes really impressive animations with Flipnote Studio.
I don't know if he uses. I don't know if they use Flipnote anymore. They might have, but they still mimic the texture. You know.
Well, he actually proved that he still uses the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you have to use the 3DS XL because with the regular 3DS you can't draw shit on your small display or touch screen.
Yes, the original 3DS. Like, it's fine at first, but then once you use the XL, there's honestly no going back for me.
Nathan interview me. Seb loves cake. What's your favorite flavor of cake? And why is it vanilla?
I had cake earlier today.
Oh, wait.
It was chocolate.
Oh, this is they're doing live. Oh, they were talking about live action. They're having the live action actors announce something
Okay,
for
Flipnote,
animating.
yeah.
Wow, that makes sense.
Like the.
So
Oh my God, we're doing animated feature first before we do animated short film. Here we go. Mitchell's versus Machines better win.
Oh boy.
I'm freaking pointing out though that they used the live action actors that they've been replacing like their Disney movies with to announce Best Animated Feature. It's like I can't believe how tone deaf they are. Alright, here we go. Mitchell's better win. It's by far the best movie out of all these.
what if it doesn't?
God damn it, of course. Ah!
What was it?
Encanto.
8 they
Of
lost.
course.
Mitchell's vs. Machines was such a better movie than Encanto. I'm not saying Encanto was bad. It's just like Mitchell's vs. Machines was so much better done.
Sad animator moment. I like cat animation. I don't.
Why did they announce the best animated feature before they did a best animated short? Frickin' Mitchell should have won. God damn it. Yeah, once again Disney takes the award.
Disney.
No, I am
Of
like
course they do. It's Disney.
Yeah.
Hey, Nathan,
I shouldn't be surprised. Every year, I'm like, maybe this
Nathan.
year Oscars won't suck for animation. Every year it
Nathan.
does. What?
Disney doesn't only take the Oscars. They also take something completely different.
Turning Red, maybe cry 3 times. Turning Red's probably gonna be nominated next year. It's too soon.
Yeah.
Turning Red
Honestly,
at
though,
this point.
I really liked.
I don't like that movie.
These are all for movies that were released in the last. Well, I think what's the timeline for the Oscars? Is it only movies released in 2021, or do movies released in January and February count as well? I know March doesn't count. Excuse me. No, they can't because they gotta consider them, and that's when the shortlist is doing in February. Yeah, I think it's only January to December 2021. Top 5 most cheer-worthy movie moments? What?
Top 5 saddest anime moments.
The Matrix wasn't even released this. What are you?
I hate animated cats. Why did I sign up for this show? Whoa.
Endgame? I mean, that was fun, but that was 20. Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay, at least that was released in 2021. Oh, Zack Snyder got mentioned with the Justice League. Oh, that... I have a hot take about that scene. I have a very hot take about that scene. What is that? What was this moment? Why was the Matrix in number 5? Matrix was 1999. What is... Like, I don't understand this.
You know there was that new Matrix movie, right?
Well, yeah, but like, unless... Did they... I mean, I didn't see it, I admit. Did they carbon copy the scene from the original Matrix?
They might have. I didn't see it.
Oh my god, that's... If they... Okay, 2 things. 1, if they did that, that's really dumb for that movie. Because that is the pinnacle of just copying... Like, I rag on Jurassic World sequels for just copying scenes from the original Jurassic Park movies. That scene that I just watched is literally the same shot, the same angle, the same action that's happening, beat for beat, same music.
Same dialogue?
Same character, too. That's why I'm like so like convinced that they just played a clip from the 1999 movie. And number 2, if it's not from the new movie and it is from the 1999 movie, why is it being mentioned in the Oscars for the 2021 movies?
Well, then it probably is from the new movie.
Well, I don't. When did Dreamlight release? That's good. That's gonna. No, because it can't be. Because freaking Endgame was 2019.
Oh, no.
What is this list?
What is this stream?
It's like the top 5 movie moments. Like that was the. That's dumb.
Okay, I need.
This is a load of barnacles.
That's dumb.
Nathan, can you do me a favor and send me the playlist with cat movements? I would really appreciate it.
Oh, you just gotta. If you go. Well, hold on. It's if you go on, I'm serious, on YouTube, if you just cat video reference, and then there's a playlist in the first 5 results. That's cat animation references.
I already searched it. It didn't show. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
It's actually the first man. The last time I searched for this wasn't there. I swear to God. What is this
the
walk?
Flash scene deserves the #1 spot. It really doesn't, but I know there's a bunch of hype surrounding Snyder Cut, so that's why it won.
What is this walk? Hey, from that playlist, should I animate the cat walking like in the first video of the
Although, if I were
playlist?
to give, out of all the movies, there's some... Hold on. I need to, a quick list of best movies of 2021.
Hey Nathan,
What's up?
no spoilers, but it's done.
Oh. Excellent. Excellent. We can't say what he just sent in our chat, but
And you guys still get to be helped.
you'll know.
Oh, that is perfect.
Man, what would be the top, what I would consider one of the best moments of 20... Because they clearly... they considered freaking... obvious. So if Endgame was in that list, and Endgame was a 2019 movie, they clearly did not care what year the movies came out that went on that list. So I would argue there's... Now we're doing short film. This list doesn't make sense.
Jesus Christ.
I'm hoping Robin was so cute.
I'm sure.
Ugh. That's why, because they're shoving animated short aside like they did sound and documentary short. Wow, this is and they still managed to be 3 hours long. I don't understand. Watch Robin, everybody. It's a very cute stop-motion Christmas animated short. It's on Netflix. What was your thoughts on the new Space Jam? I want to know. It was very dumb, but I enjoyed how dumb it was.
Yes, I agree.
So, cat walks.
Oh, you want to hear my hot take about... They're asking about the Snyderverse. You want to hear my hot take about the Snyder Cut? You're not going to like it.
If it's hot, then maybe you should let it cool off.
Oh, I don't think it'll ever cool off. I think I'm always going to be the dissenting opinion on this, but I will defend it on the actual makeup of the movie.
Alright, I'll be the judge if it's an L take or not, although probably not, since I live under a rock.
All right, well, I'll just get it over with then. While the Snyder Cut looks better,
Okay, I gave up.
and some characters were handled a bit better,
Fuck
overall,
cats.
The 2017 version of the movie is a better movie. Like, it's better constructed.
I give up.
I didn't see either movie, so.
It just looks like shit.
Yeah, I can't judge that.
We'll just make still frames if I don't care anymore. Nathan, that doesn't look good. No matter what I do, I can't do it.
What looks good?
It doesn't look good. In my stream. Maybe for the Captain Walk cycle, we'll just wait for your shot to end so I can imagine that cat panel when it's animated. If that's okay for you. In the meantime, I will just draw the still images.
Yeah, you can just, like, work on another shot, man. Like, don't get, like, I got caught up with a shot once here, too, and I just, instead of, like, trying to tackle it so much until, like, I got it right, I just recognized I was in a rut with a specific shot, and I just moved on to a different one so I could come back later a little bit more fresh, you know? So just like, that's a thing that you can do. Oh no, I'm not a Joss Whedon simp. I just recognize that the 2017 movie is an overall better constructed movie than what we got with the Snyder Cut. I'm not simping for Joss Whedon here. In fact, I would even argue that's not even his film. I mean, I know it says directed by, or like he was like the stand-in director who made some decisions on that as a cut, but like he was also under mandate from the studio. Like he did not. There's a difference between when you are handed a movie that's half done and asked to finish it, plus reshoots, versus you're brought in from day one, like Joss Whedon was when he was with the. Like I would argue that Joss Whedon's. That Avengers is Joss Whedon's movie because he was brought in day one. He was there for the writing process. He was there for filming and reshoots and the editing and the visual effects and everything. Versus he was brought on halfway when Justice League was halfway done and asked to finish the movie. And plus all these other restrictions that the studio placed upon him. I'm just saying that I'm not simping for the guy at all. I haven't seen much of his movies outside of what I've mentioned. I'm just saying that when I would compare the storyline and the plot of both movies, the 2017 one handles it better than the Snyder Cut one. Especially in regards to all the I'm trying to not make this stream a giant discussion on the Snyder Cut movie, but like especially in regards to there's a bunch of plot lines in the Snyder Cut movie that, or not necessarily plot lines, I should say, scenes that just go on for way too long and are pointless. Like you can tell that I can tell that this is one of those that when I was watching it, it was a movie that had not gone through the usual process. And when you film something, usually your rough cut, when you film a full movie, your full cut or your rough cut is usually 3 to 4 hours long on average. It's just usually the amount of content that you film. Then you gotta cut it down into a format that people will actually want to watch in a movie theater. That's when you get like an hour and a half. That's usually you need an hour and a half to be called to like. I guess the more standard is hour 40, 2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes if you want to like stretch it. Nowadays we're slowly starting to get into 3-hour movies, but those are rare and usually like reserved for big event movies like we had with Endgame or No Way Home or. I think Dune was pretty close at clocking at 3 hours. I think it was like 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Isn't that Avatar movie really, really long too?
I can't remember. I'm fairly certain that was a 2 hour, 30-minute movie though. My point is that I could tell that I was watching a rough cut that was just polished all the way through. Like every scene was polished, and there's so much fluff that you could cut out of that movie and make it simpler. Anyway, back to the Oscars. We're on the next nomination.
Okay. I will start with shot 24 now. And yeah, when I could get back to that other scene later, and I'm still too stupid for that cat animation walk cycle, I would very appreciate if some other animator can do it for me.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh no, like I also need to preface. I need to also. I guess I never prefaced in saying that, because now they're still talking about the Snyder Cut in the chat. Nate, not all the movies are simpler. No, they're both shit. I should have said that from the get-go. The 2017 movie's a bad movie too. I'm just saying, in comparison to the Snyder Cut, I thought the Snyder Cut was worse. Outside, again, my caveats are Cyborg was handled better in the Snyder Cut, and the visuals were better in the Snyder Cut. Like, they weren't... Although, granted, I really hate... This is a personal distaste for Snyder's visual style. I really hate his desaturation style, where everything is just like he mutes all the colors. It's not a good look. The Whedon cut looked worse because of how they took that desaturation and tried to like just boost it without like lighting it properly. But outside of that, I feel like the Whedon cut was better. But again, at the end of the day, they're both bad movies, so...
So I can't do much wrong on shot 24. But
what are we on? I have completely missed what they've been going off nominees.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on everywhere.
Best actor in a supporting role. Troy Kotsur. Sometimes you need entertainment and substance. Oh well, you're not gonna find that in the Snyder Cut. You're not gonna find substance. It's very bare bones. It's like there's not a lot of depth or meaning to it. It's just like.
Not gonna lie, I think your laugh is the best laugh a human could possibly have.
We're talking about a movie that when we're talking about the stock market, somebody felt that we needed to see a giant metal bear fight a giant metal bull. It's not very deep. It's like...
But they're fighting a metal
I didn't say there's I didn't comment anything about the jokes. I was talking about substance of like messages and themes and stuff. And like character growth. There's not a lot of that in the Snyder Cut at all. It's very bare bones. Characters are very one note. The characters that had the most development, the characters that had the most development are the same two characters that had the most development in the Whedon cut, with that being Flash and Cyborg. Again, I admit Cyborg was handled better in the Snyder Cut, but at the same time, what we've seen is not that deep. He starts off the movie hating his body because he's a cyborg, and at the end of the movie he's okay with being a cyborg, and that's it. That's his character.
Hashtag I am 14 and this is deep. If I'm going to mess up shot 24, I'm going to quit. Because then I'm not able to do anything.
Aside from levitation,
That
what do you
is
want?
not true.
Whedon's cut has one. Yeah, Whedon's cut has one-note characters. I don't deny. They both have one-note characters. Part of the reason why this I felt the Snyder Cut was much worse is because of how gratuitously long it is. It's like it's the same plot, only stretched out for 4 hours versus 2. Or under 2 that they mandated. Yeah, it's true. Most movies aren't that deep. There are a lot of them. Yeah, there's not a lot of. Well, I guess that you gotta qualify that. Yeah, I guess you gotta qualify that statement. A lot of movies are deep, but you gotta like, in context of every movie made on Earth. No, there's not. There's like a small percent. There's definitely a majority of movies that are just like schlock, versus movies that actually like have weight, meaning. Not a giant majority, I should say. I would argue it's like maybe 60-40, where it's like 60% schlock, 40% movies that are like have deeper meaning, have characters that are not that aren't one note.
I am gonna say a lot of quote deep movies tend to be animated children's films or quote children's films.
Levon, you missed my point. My point isn't that long equals bad. No, there's definitely 3 to 4 hour movies that exist that are very engaging. The Irishman, for instance, on Netflix. That's a great example of a very well done 3 hour movie that like keeps your attention and does not feel like 3 hours, and you have characters that are very complex. My point is, both movies, the Snyder Cut and the Whedon Cut, have very one-dimensional characters that hardly grow, if at all. And because of that equality between them, it becomes an argument of, okay, which one's shorter to get through, and that's the Whedon Cut. The pacing is fast. The pacing's faster. The pacing is better executed. And
it's essentially they're both bad. I don't want to be here any longer.
Yeah, you guys can remember the movie The Room?
Want to be here for as short as possible.
Do you guys remember the movie The Room?
Yes.
The what?
The best bad movie ever made.
The what?
The Room. Tommy Wiseau. The best bad movie ever made. It's hilarious. Like.
I can't even think of that quote with a straight face.
Oops.
I can barely get.
Man, I barely heard a clip of the trailer from that Lightyear movie.
Yeah.
I'm
struggling. I'm trying to keep my phone away from the microphone because I know because if any audio seeps like.
Well, 90% of the audio already seeped through.
Well, it's all distorted and whatnot, and it's not like the focus. And I have background music playing on top of it, so it's not. I'm not too concerned about copyright. So.
Because now that's something we have to actually worry about.
I have not seen Army of the Dead. I heard it was shit, though. I'm not big on zombie movies. I usually skip them. I'm not. It has to be a really
Zombies.
It has to be like a really creative zombie movie for me to be interested.
That's the thing. Zombies have been, they're a trope now. They're not really.
Train to Busan, for
They're
instance,
not.
that's a great movie. It's a zombie movie, but it's like that's really good.
Oh, I finally figured out why all the new carnivores in the Jurassic franchise suck. All the big theropod carnivores.
Why?
They suck because they don't offer anything new. You could literally just make it another T-Rex and they would just be the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
They wouldn't like the whole reason that Spinosaurus would have been better in Jurassic Park 3 if they had paid more attention to its water attributes.
But
that's why the river scene was actually good.
Oh my god, I've been saying that. Yes.
You couldn't have used that scene with the T-Rex. It wouldn't work like that.
Exactly. 100%. I'm so excited now that you mentioned like something like that. Part of what I love about the original Jurassic Park trilogy, even though movie 2 and 3 are worse than the first movie, absolutely, they still utilize the dinosaurs in creative ways that highlight the specific ability of the creatures. That you can't trade them out with another animal outside of like another obviously you can trade Velociraptor out for like Dakota Raptor or another raptor, for instance, but like in the context of the dinosaurs that are in the movie itself, you can't trade them. You can't have any other carnivore bust out of the fence in the T-Rex scene because only the T-Rex is big enough to do that in this scenario and has the jaw. I mean, now we know that has the jaw strength to do that. You can't have any other animal in Jurassic Park 3 be in the river and attack the boat on top of the, and stand up in the water because T-Rex can't swim like that. Spinosaurus can.
Yeah, that's why Spinosaurus was decent in that movie. There were scenes where it easily could have been a T-Rex, but
even then,
there were scenes that highlighted that yes, this is Spinosaurus. It is a threat. And it is a worthy threat.
Yeah. I would even argue the only scene that I can see them like, because especially considering that we thought at the 2001 we thought Spinosaurus had long legs, so like that I give them like that's a caveat. Like okay, whatever.
That's fine. It was
of the time.
Accurate back in the day.
Yeah. The only scene that I can see them replacing it with T-Rex was when they randomly met up with the thing in the middle of the movie and it busted through the fence.
Yep, exactly.
The first encounter was almost like replaceable by T-Rex until the Spinosaurus started using its arms to manipulate the plane thing, and it used its snout to jam in there and okay, you're using traits of the creature.
The Spino, that's a unique trait to Spino.
Right, or Spinosaurus in general. Versus Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom, especially Fallen Kingdom, where you have the Baryonyx, if you want to call it that, it's more like a dino croc, show up and get dumped on by lava. It's not, you could replace it with any other carnivore, a mid-sized carnivore, and it would be the same scene.
It could have been a Carnotaurus. It could have been an Allosaurus. It could have been any mid-sized.
Could have been a raptor. It straight up could have been a raptor too. Like it's just like they don't utilize any special ability of what makes a Baryonyx a Baryonyx, which I would be similar to a Spinosaurus, but I would even more so highlight if I were to do a scene like that. I would highlight the claw because like Baryonyx.
That is unique. That's unique to Spinosaurus.
Yeah, but Baryonyx specifically is literally named after that giant thumb claw that it has. Well, I wouldn't call it a thumb claw. The giant first claw on its finger. Like it's the size.
I just call it a dew claw.
It's the size of a human head. It's huge. I would highlight that, but no, it's just roars around and stuff.
I don't think Baryonyx had the dew claw in Fallen Kingdom. It was present.
It was. It had, I guess, like they had it in length, but they did not have it in thickness. So they just made it this little skinny tube.
Okay.
By the way, they just I should note, I think they just announced best. I'm fairly certain we just missed a foreign feature.
Huzzah!
Hello.
Back,
Hey.
But I didn't see a lot of foreign movies.
I think the Indominus Rex would have been better if they had showed off its strength, or not strength, intelligence a little more.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Pin in that. Mad Moose 72. Fuck it. Nathan, what do you think of Over the Hedge? Let me tell you. Underrated movie.
Oh.
Underrated movie. Over the Hedge is.
Yes.
Yes.
I've seen a little bit of Over the Hedge.
Didn't that movie inspire a scene in X-Men?
It did.
Like,
yes.
The
hammy, the squirrel
sequence, the hammy speed sequence.
Yes. What directly? I want everyone to think about this. I want everyone to sit back and think about this. If Over the Hedge, the DreamWorks movie about a bunch of forest animals breaking into people's homes and stealing their food, if that didn't exist, we would not have the Quicksilver scene in X-Men: Days of Future Past. What the hell?
Also, without that movie, there was a new type of Aurora Borealis discovered or something like
Aurora
that.
Borealis!
Yeah.
Some different variant of it that was called Steve in reference to Over the Hedge, whenever they named the hedge Steve.
What?
I gotta find this. I've gotta find this, because it is 100% real.
That's amazing. But yes, underrated movie. It's legit. A lot. I'm stunned. A lot of early DreamWorks films are a lot better than people give them credit for. I'm honestly
here it
surprised.
is. Steve is different than the usual Aurora, but it is made of light and it is driven by the auroral system. In finding these tiny little streaks, we may be learning something fundamentally new about how green auroral light can be produced. Steve is an atmospheric optical phenomenon that appears as a purple and green light ribbon in the sky, named in late 2016. And it stands for Strong Thermal Emission Velocity Enhancement.
Is it? Hold on. Where does it reference Over the Hedge?
I think it was like, shoot, it was in. Oh, let me find that. I was. Discovery and naming. Yeah, here we go. One of the Aurora Watchers, photographer Chris Ratzloff, suggested using the name Steve for the phenomenon that was derived from a situation occurring in Over the Hedge, an animated comedy movie from 2006.
What the hell? Over the Hedge.
Name
the galactic body.
Not a galactic body, an optical phenomenon.
True. My terminology was incorrect.
An auroral phenomenon.
Yes.
But yes.
I'm finished animating.
What happened? Hold on. Ooh, that was my. Oh, did you play it? Hold on. They can't see. I'm watching.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, where's it at?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Search something.
Where's your loop? Hit loop. I want to see it like over and over again.
Loop.
Oh, it's
shit.
There it is. Upper left. There it is. Just hit it. Let it loop. Could you do a version that loses the blink and makes the pupil twitching a little more subtle? Because we're so close.
So should I just make a copy of that file?
Yeah, I would say group all these into a bin, right? And then duplicate that bin and then tweak it in there. And like just hide one of the other bins, you know?
or
No,
I
no, no,
just
no, 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 no. No, trust me. That's just gonna be more of a headache that we're flipping between the two. Trust me. Here, go down below in your timeline. There should be, if you right-click where your color card is and all the other layers, right? It should be. Oh, where's your? All right, it's not there. Hold on. Let me close that. There, just go to the plus sign. Add group. That's it. Add group. Drag that all the way to the top layer, like all the way up. No, beneath the sound, yeah. And now you just hold shift and select all those three, drag them in. You know, you gotta put them in there. And then just duplicate that.
We just got recent news.
Duplicate selected layers. Duplicate selected layers.
Yeah.
There you go. And now you have an exact copy.
Ah, perfect. Wow. Thank you very much. So I should lose the blink?
Lose the blink and make the pupil twitching a little less, a little more subtle, a little less exaggerated, a little bit more subtle, because we're just so close to her eyes with this. You know what I mean?
Totally. Wait, I'm going to translate it. Subtle. Oh. Ah.
All right. Aside from, I already answered that in the last stream. What do you want Poltergeist fake powers to be? I don't know. I would do something with slime. I would do something to, because like you always need ectoplasm for ghosts. That's kind of the. She'd be a hologram.
Gimmick.
It'd be a hologram, so she'd be able to phase through things. Make things. Was it telekinesis? Is what when you can do the force or make things move?
Yeah, that's telekinesis. Telepathy is
the mind
communicating.
thing.
Yeah, communicating through your mind.
But yeah, just ghosty stuff. That they're all based on like fake things, like it's never real. You know, that's what I would do. Maybe go full Mysterio and have like ghostly minions that can come out and attack, but they're really just like robots or something that made to look like ghosts. But yeah, Over the Hedge, unironically, underrated movie. It's pretty good. Oh, they're pushing short film aside too. Wow.
Yeah, but the Academy
Stalker.
Award winner for Best Animated Feature, I just found out.
Anthony, what do you think of
Disney's
this?
Encanto.
Yeah, that's.
I missed that. I'm sorry, guys.
Mitchell,
I'm
that's
really
okay.
sorry.
They did something stupid and they announced that before they announced Best Animated Short. So. Wow, they just
What do you think of-
just told Best Sound and all the best animated and all the best short films to go piss off. That's ridiculous.
Nathan.
I think it's because of the current CEO of Disney.
It's not. Well, I want to talk to the person who's in charge of the goddamn Oscars because their program is still scheduled to run from. It is scheduled to run, at least in my time zone, from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. 3 hour broadcast for the Oscars, and they're shoving.
They're shoving that aside.
I'm wondering if they were announcing Best Picture already. They usually save that for the end. No, I think they're just showing off one of the Best Pictures. That's odd, but
Is that what you had in mind?
anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay. It's still a 3 hour broadcast, so that hasn't changed. But they're shoving all these important awards to the commercials. It's like, I don't know how that's possible. anyone have one obscure, forgotten movie they loved as a kid but nobody ever talks about? I'd have to think, but everyone, yeah. What do you got? What are your guys' forgotten classic that you really love?
Aristocats.
Uh,
What? I I love this movie.
I didn't watch a lot of movies.
Does anyone know this movie about this robot? I think this movie is called Short Circuit.
Oh, I know that one.
No.
Yeah, one of the best movies. But I think my favorite movies of all time is Wall-E and Aristocats.
Oh, we're doing costume design next.
Nathan, is that what you had in mind?
Oh, I'm not looking at the animation right now. Hold on.
Yeah, it's okay. Holy crap! The activation day animatic was over a year ago. Wait,
Dune.
what? Was?
Okay, I remember.
From what I'm seeing with these costumes,
Whenever I was younger.
Dune should probably take it from these examples. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Cruella takes it. Oh.
The movie whenever I was younger that I'd watch decently often and enjoyed was Milo and Otis. It was a cat and a dog. It was a cat and a pug, where the whole premise was this cat fell into a bucket and was sent downstream in a river, and the pug it just goes on this journey in the wild to find this cat, and I guess the cat's like okay the whole time. I forget the whole thing now, but
I've seen Spirit, the stallion movie. I think it's been forgotten a little
That one's a
bit
good
because
one. I loved that as a kid. Spirit. That was one of the movies that like made me so appreciate silent animation and silent stuff so much. Like I love just like how that movie there's not a lot of dialogue at all. There's a lot of silent scenes.
Oh, where's my lighter?
because those are animals.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Somebody
ones
stole my lighter.
speaking on screen are the humans. Yet the narration's off screen, so you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I can't believe My Life in the Teenage Robot was 31 years ago.
Oh wow, I can't believe it's been that long either.
on too
31
soon.
years, it's almost as if it didn't exist before that.
All right, I hit play. I can see it now. Oh, Philip, I can see it now.
Oh, yeah, sure, my bad.
Yeah, you can make it. You can make the pupils even more subtle than that. Like I'm talking about little ticks, like very very little like
mere pixels.
Okay.
Mere pixels.
Okay. How about this?
No. You're deleting frames. I'm talking about the position. I'm talking about the position of the pupils themselves. I'm not talking about the speed in which they're moving. I'm talking about like they shift too far to the left and right. It looks like she's considering like what she's looking at. It makes me think that she's looking from her elbow to her hand instead of just like little details that are in the.
Like this. Yeah, you currently have to use no mouse.
Yeah, see, like
So,
that,
like
little
this?
ticks, like just like. Yes, exactly. Stuff like that, and then you can add a few frames between them to make it a little bit more like, so it doesn't look like we're just like
ease in and ease out.
Exactly, and that'll look really good.
All right, we'll add them. Just give me a moment.
Does anyone else have any other? I think I got a movie. Does anyone else have any other underappreciated classics that they loved as kids?
I guess the only one I can really think of off the top of my head was the Powerpuff Girls movie, but looking back, that movie wasn't that great.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's a good movie nowadays or not. It's just like one you just like.
It matters
really,
if you like it.
If you really
I
liked
liked it a lot back then.
Yeah.
Now I think it's just kind of okay, but back then I freaking loved that movie.
I really, really like Osmosis Jones a lot.
That's a fun one. Yeah. I've always wanted to see a cut of that movie that they just cut out the Bill Murray subplot and just like focus completely on the animated section.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
But what do you think of this?
Okay, I got two that I really liked as a kid, and I think they still hold up. Flushed Away. I really like that one.
Yes, that's
when I was
such a good one.
That's a fun one. Let's see, another one. Oh, they're singing Don't Talk About Bruno.
Oh boy!
Anyway,
I bet that's gonna win the best song.
Pirates Band of Misfits. I mean, that's 2012, so it's not.
That's
like
a good one.
That I was in middle school. I guess that counts. Yeah, that
was still a good movie.
That's a great movie. That holds up really well.
Yeah, apparently How to Train Your Dragon is 12 years old today.
Ugh. I remember when that came out.
So do
I
I.
feel old. I was in sixth
I
grade.
feel my beard growing.
I was in sixth grade.
I feel old too, because
No,
my
I
body
couldn't
hurts.
have
I
I was 11.
I want
I
to
was
go to
11
bed,
when it came
please.
out.
No, I was in sixth grade. Yeah.
I was like 6 years old when that came out.
I was 11.
Nathan.
Oh,
I fixed it. I fixed it.
I never watched that movie, Plants, but that did remind me of the Barnyard movie, which absolutely slaps. I don't care what anyone says.
That's another one of those movies where it's so stupid it's amazing.
Yes,
The Barnyard
yes,
movie.
100%.
Barnyard.
Freaking cow who sings I Won't Back Down and beats up a bunch of coyotes to the beat.
Yeah.
All the cows have udders, which makes me think that it makes me think it's subtly transgender.
Mr. Bombastic!
Oh.
I don't know why I wrote it, but it just came to my mind.
I use concept art of the poltergeist
dear
as
God.
before he or she was scrapped. Again, I would make the poltergeist a she.
Oh no.
I would probably, if we were to ever use poltergeist, I would probably base it a little bit off the concept art that we got, the little sketches we got beforehand. But I would also push people to add their own spin to it and see if we can come up with our own version of it. Because like we wouldn't be able. Well, I guess we would be able, but we wouldn't need to adhere to the design of the original because it never got past the concept stage. It was never official, you know? Well, I guess it was official concept art, but it was never like canon. So like if we were to do a poltergeist, I would base it a little bit off the concept art, but I would largely push it in a new direction. You know?
Hold on, I think I'm missing something. What is Poltergeist?
Guys.
Oh, that was the
Poltergeist.
in the original Run Up Teenage Robot, there was a character that never made it to an actual episode called the Poltergeist, and I think the idea was that they would be like a complete 1920s character. Like, I could have sworn there was concept art of
No. 1920s.
No, I mean like the way they talk, the way they dress, like come straight out of the 1920s. Like straight, like the Teenage Robot like art style is very Art Deco-y and very 1930s-esque, but like there's always like this element of futurism into it. This one would be like straight up walking out of a silent cartoon, you know? Like that's what they were trying to go for with the design.
Yeah, I did what you asked me to with those ease in and ease outs.
Oh, did
And
you add
maybe,
it? Or
yeah, and maybe a little bit of anticipation, but I'm not sure. So should I play it?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Should I make the in between still a bit longer in time?
Yeah, the only okay. No, I think it's good. I think the in betweens are good. With eyes, you do not want a lot of in betweens because eyes don't move like that.
Eyes are very jittery.
Eyes are very, very jittery. So jittery, in fact, that if you watch an eye moving in slow motion, it is literally dit, 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 dit. Like an eye physically cannot make a clean sweep. So like what you got now with the in betweens are fine. I would say that the last thing that you need to do is when the eyelids shift down again around the 35 frame mark. You need, if you're gonna keep that sudden shift down, you're gonna need another frame in between the two positions because right now it just looks like a clip, like it's a mistake.
Okay, should I make it like an ease in, ease out, or should I do anticipation?
It doesn't matter, I'd say. Just so there's some sort of an additional in between for those. You can other than that, you can do what you please.
How about this? Good.
Have you heard of anything of the fan project My Life Invaded where Zim invaded Tremerton? This is the first time I've ever heard of it, period. Evidently it was canceled. I wonder how far they got.
Oh.
Insert story how we originally had Invader Zim showing up in season 4. Before he smacked the cutting room
He got
floor.
booted.
He got booted.
He got booted from the rebooted.
Alright, I spent
We had
about,
concept
like,
art. We had concept art and everything. We had like designs. He made it. He's our poltergeist. He made it to the concept art stage, and then he got cut.
I spent about the last hour working on something, and I think I'm gonna head out now.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Hopefully I'm able to finish it by the end of the month, because I'm a very, I've said this before, I don't know if I've said it on stream, but I'm a very slow artist.
Mm-hmm.
So this has taken me a while, but it's almost done. Hopefully I can finish it soon, so I hope everyone has a good night. I will see you all when I see you next.
Alright, have a good night.
We'll see you, Chaz.
Alright, bye.
Adios.
The Oscars appear to again be showing movies that were not made in 2021. I saw Coco, and I don't know what's going on here.
What do you
I
think
want
of
to
this?
vote. Oh, maybe non-binary for Poltergeist. I could be down with that. Ghost is a ghost. Like,
Ghost is the real
I'd be
fourth
fine with that. Non-binary for Poltergeist if it were to exist. I'm like as so long as it's not another male villain. We have enough. Like we got enough of male villains on our plate. I would want to see a little bit more diversity with
What gender are you? Evil.
Exactly.
No, what's in your pants? Doom.
Nathan, do you mean this? Oh no, too boom. No, don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Jesus.
Always Always have autosave on.
Oh, it's back. I have autosave on.
Okay, good.
So,
I have my Toon Boom set to every 10 minutes it autosaves.
yeah, same here.
Why are they showing Juno? What?
Is the awards starting to feel a little bit confusing?
I'm confused. I mean, I guess like as some award anniversary, I guess, but like, if you have time to show award anniversaries, like remember when we awarded Juno for best whatever? If you have time for that, why don't you have time for the current nominees for other categories like best short film or freaking best sound? I'm just like, I'm ticked about that. Like, there's so much fluff in these awards that now they're cutting awards from being shown, like drawn out where they go through the nominees, they have the full speech, and just shoving it to the commercials versus like.
I wanna go to bed.
Oh, this is best screenplay.
Probably because they want to make room for Beyonce and Billie Eilish.
Ugh.
That's why I say for Billie Eilish. Ugh.
Not both of them. I don't. I'm here for the movie awards, not performances.
Yeah, and apparently they got like Rika Hall, Amy Schumacher,
Amy Schumer.
Schumacher.
Wanda Sykes.
Schumacher.
Yeah, and then like Reba and McIntyre and Sebastian.
Oh, okay. Hey, Kenneth Branagh won an Oscar for best screenplay. Good for him.
Nathan, please, I want to go to bed. Is it good like this? It's 4
yeah,
a.m.
We're going. The Oscars have another hour to go through, so go ahead and go to bed. Good night.
Please.
Yeah, you probably won't be missing much.
Yeah, no, it'll be just more.
Now listen, I won't go till this shot is finished, at least rough sketching.
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay, yeah, let me see. Can you pace them out a little bit more? It's a little weird how her eye, like it's they're too close together.
Her eyelids go down.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Her eyelid twitching or like her eyelid closings are too close together. Where it's like at this point, if they were this close, I just want it to be one fluid motion. I would just like take one set and just like drag them apart from one another, you know?
Like this?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah. Make that space just a little longer, and I think you'll be good.
Alright. Better?
So, all right, one last thing. I know I don't want to like keep you so long. Get rid of the. Here, I wouldn't say get rid of it. Decide on one. They both have. I forgot the animation term, but the bounce back where it like they go too far and they come back. Choose one to keep that on and get rid of the other one, because it makes her eyelids look too bouncy right now, like they're boingy boingy. So just choose one to keep it on and then get rid of the other.
Okay, so how about this?
It's still bouncing. It's bouncing less, but it's like still bouncing.
And just totally get rid of the
No,
bounce,
wait, stop, don't do, stop.
No?
Don't delete anything there. Switch the frames. Switch them. Yes. Okay, and now like drag, like make that the usual length. Yes. Now make that 3 frame.
That's good.
Yeah, that's better. Make that 3 frame a 2 frame, and then that's good. Ah, no. Deleted too much. There you go.
I briefly turned into a woman.
That's better. Yes.
Perfect. At least this was. Okay, yeah.
Later down the line, when we see it in cleanup, I might ask to make the pupils even more subtle. But like for now, this is a good rough.
All right.
This is a good rough.
Perfect.
Go to bed.
You may now sleep.
I may now sleep.
Go to bed. Go to night. Go to sleep.
Yeah, I should. Hey.
You will.
What if I'm going to tell you I need to wake up in 3 hours?
I would say, why are you still talking to me? Go to bed.
No, I really do. So good night.
Oh shit!
Night,
we
Philip.
missed. What award did we just miss? I forgot. Somebody's
Night,
making a
chat.
speech. Good night, Philip.
And he's gone.
Speaking of, I better like start animating again. I like took a big break. I think this is Best Actress. Unless this is Best Adapted Screenplay. Or was this Best Director? Hold on. I was concerned about animation. Tic Tac Boom was a really good movie. Home. Best Adapted Screenplay. That's what we missed. Cinderella, number 2 of the best movie. What? That's a meme. This is a meme vote.
I heard literally nothing about that movie, so it could not have been that great.
It was pathetically bad. That's what it was. What?
What?
Army of the
What?
Dead, best fan favorite movie of 2021. This is a meme vote. This was meme votes. They they purposely voted for bad movies for the top 3. Although I missed what number 3 was. I just assume it was a... Oh my god, that's so dumb! It shows what happens when you put freaking power in the hands of a bunch of Twitter users. Oh my god, that's so dumb. No, we didn't see this wasn't the power of Zack Snyder. This was the power of the Snyder fan cultists who think he's a god. That's what we saw here, not... Number 2 is freaking Cinderella. Dude, this was not a list that was, like, well thought out. Oh, I just realized, and then there were 3. Oh my god, I would have rather seen the nominations for Best Animated Short or Short Documentary or, you know, Short Film versus the frickin' top 5 movies that Twitter voted on 2021. Some of them already been made in 2021. That's so dumb. No, I didn't, what? No, I didn't say you were a fandom cultist. I said that there is a clear cult of fans on Twitter. The Snyder cult. Like, it's a legit thing.
Oh boy.
I didn't say you were one. I just said that it exists. And I said this is a result of that. Because I guarantee that's what, like... They put that voting system on Twitter. Like, that's where they advertised it. That's why number 2 is freaking Cinderella with what's-his-face as the mouse. James Corden. What? Okay, to be honest, there are Snyder cult people, but most of them are not anyways. That doesn't make sense. Why is the Cinderella movie at number 2? Because it goes to show what type of list it is. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's completely... People are putting in options as a meme at that point. If freaking Cinderella comes in at number 2. Everyone made fun of that movie when it came out. Everyone did. Like, it was universal, like, that was a bad movie. And it made number 2 best fan pick of the year. Come on. They weren't being truthful when they were making that list. The people who were voting on that. They were just like, wouldn't it be funny if this movie won?
Surprise, surprise.
Oh no, it's a lot. It's not. It being preachy isn't what makes that movie a bad movie. All right. I can't even remember. Did they announce the winner of best song yet.
I have no idea.
For some reason, I've seen a bit of Twitter feed that says that apparently that instead of having a cast of Encanto saying we don't talk about Bruno, they just did it themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Blaming Canada thing with Robin Williams.
I don't remember that.
Apparently, Blaming Canada was a song from the South Park movie.
No, yeah, I know where that's from.
But apparently, Robin Williams sang it for the Oscars, and it lost to "You'll Be in My Heart" from Tarzan.
Well, no, these performances have nothing to do with who will actually. At least I hope not. They better not. These performances have nothing to do with which one wins. It's just a performance for the audience members and the people who are watching the show. They judge the movie, they judge the songs outside of this, and they're just doing this to beefing up the runtime, which again is why I ask if we have time for all these different musical performances and all these different Twitter vote things of 2021 or randomly featuring Endgame and Matrix 1999. Why don't we have time for the short films and a proper send-off for best sound design and best sound editing? It's like this 3-hour show is so filled with fluff that you can cut out and put in the stuff people are here for. It boggles my mind. Why don't they just do that? Like when I've been to a few award ceremonies in person. The ones I've been to, at least like the ones that aren't like televised like this. You know how long they last? They last about 2 hours, give or take, because they sometimes even 1 hour, hour and a half. Because how they do it is they have an opening thing, like whether it be a performance or a speech or something. Then they immediately start getting into listing off people, like the nominations and all this jazz. Every time somebody wins, they come up and have a speech. Around the midpoint, they have a break and they have another performance or another speech by somebody. And then after that break, they come back to the announcements, the awards, gets everybody a speech. And then right at the end, they announce the big one. Of course, you always save the big winner at the end. The big winner has their speech and announcement. We have one final performance or one big speech to whatever, and then everybody goes home. That's how you should do an award show. That's how it should work. You don't need all this extra fluff and all this extra... all these other categories.
They're that for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're trying to turn an award show into the Super Bowl. Why?
It would have been much more better if the Muppets were to host this.
That'd be funny. It'd be funny at least if they were.
I can't ever disagree with Muppets being added to a show.
But take out Beyonce, Billie Eilish, and everybody else, like trying to like performances. Yeah, it should be a little bit better if they just cut them out for.
I want to talk to the person in charge of the Oscar award ceremony. I guarantee if I were freaking... I know this is me sitting on a little bit of a high horse. I understand. I apologize. If I were in charge of this freaking thing, I'd be able to shave it down at least 30 minutes, first of all. I'd be able to shave it down to 2 hours and 30 minutes instead of 3 hours. I'm betting if I really tried, I could make it 2. I'm betting if I really tried. And on top of that, I would be able to include every single award in the announcements and the nominations and stuff. I'd be able to do it. I know I would. I know that's me on a little bit of a high horse. I apologize. It's just like I'm stunned at how much fluff there is. At how much you can cut out. Make it shorter. While also including the stuff people are here to see.
Alright, I think I'm gonna head out. I want to eat food.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
Who will
Oh
be
jeez,
here?
but alright. Have a good rest of the stream, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye. Apparently, they were complaining about the "We Don't Talk About Bruno" performance
Yeah, I
being
I,
an
I caught a-
equivalent to that of the SpongeBob thing with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, true. I tuned in for a brief second when they were starting to sing the "We Don't Talk About Bruno." But yeah, they switched to a completely different song, I think. Halfway through, I don't pay much attention to when they do the performances, honestly. But like I did, like they weren't singing that "We Don't Talk About Bruno."
It's like the whole SpongeBob thing with the Super Bowl when Stephen Hilbert died.
I
They
would
were
argue
gonna,
that
like,
one was a
have
little worse though. This one's just like they didn't complete the song, but that one was like they teased that they were going to do the song and then they didn't. That one's a little worse.
Had them.
I want the person behind Poltergeist to physically beat the shit out of Jenny. I want her to sneakily steal the components to build something to help her go toe-to-toe with Jenny in XJ10's body. No, that's more that's less ghosty. I would want to do more ghosty. Not technical, not stealing XJ9 parts to make XJ10 in ghost form. That's I wouldn't do that. Alright, I have failed to find a reference video of a cat curling up and laying down.
I tried that yesterday, and the only thing I found was like a.
Oh, we're doing best score. I think it's best score. Ooh, it's gonna be hard between Tick Tick Boom and Dune. Wait, what? Oh, film editing. Oh, that pisses me off even more. They shoved freaking film editing to a commercial. Film editing is one of the most important aspects of filmmaking ever, and you put it in the commercials? And they're just doing the highlights? Oh my god, that is so dumb.
Why? Why would they shove that in a commercial? Is it like TV edits? Is it like the TV edit versions starting to like cut it down?
That's so dumb. But thank God we freaking had the top fan picks of 2021 and the top 5 fan picks of all time with the movie moments. And we had all these different performances. But no, we don't have time to do a full nomination announcement for the film editing. One of the top 3 most important elements of making a movie. The other 2 being the writing and the principal photography. Holy hell, that's dumb. That pisses me off. That pisses me off.
I'm actually kind of glad I'm not actually watching the Oscars.
No, the editing.
But at the exact same time, it's like...
I need to address this too. The editing is better in the Whedon cut as well. Editing a movie is a lot more complex than just dragging and dropping it into the timeline and keeping the entire length of the scenes. When I'm talking about how the Snyder cut drags too much and the scenes go on for too long, that's a sign of bad editing. That's because they are letting shots that should be cut earlier on than they are drag out to their full extent, and you don't need to do that. In fact, you shouldn't do that. You need to what a good edited movie. This is a common quote. The sign of good editing is that you don't notice the editing. Snyder cut, you completely notice the scenes and the shots dragging on for far too long. Far too long. It's not good editing on the Snyder Cut's part. It's completely they took every shot that they had, essentially every scene they had, and they just let them play to their full extent without cutting much at all. And that's not good editing at all. The opposite, even. That's very lazy editing. Because you're not doing the editing job. You're just dragging and dropping them into the timeline. Again, I have to say, Whedon cut, still a bad movie. Still not the best editing. Still, the attempt at editing was made, though. You know what I mean? Well, that's a little harsh. I obviously they attempted at editing in Snyder Cut, but like, they actually attempted at cutting down scenes, cutting the fluff of their product, and getting it out in a watchable format that doesn't drag. They attempted that with the Whedon cut. They did not attempt that with the Snyder Cut. They just let everything play. That's not good editing. Famous phrase out there, though, back on this Oscar thing. A movie is made 3 times when you're making a movie. The first time it's made is in the writing, when you're writing the script. The second time it's made is when you're shooting the thing, when you're on set, when you're directing, when the actors are performing, when you're recording all these performances, you're shooting the film. The third time it's made is in the editing room. And they freaking left it in the commercials for best film editing. That is so dumb. Anyway. Chris Rock is doing nominations or something.
I would be surprised.
Did Chris Rock swear?
Did he swear?
Oh no, it's just jumping, I guess. Why did it just go silent? Oh shit, they're like yelling at each other. Oh! What?
What? Chris is actually yelling at somebody about this? Like, you
Chris
see,
Rock,
like...
No. Will Smith, like, I think I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about film editing. Chris Rock, I think, told a joke or something about, I guess, Will Smith or something, because he said something that pissed Will Smith off. Will Smith walked up on stage, tried to punch him, sat back down, and started cussing him out. Damn.
Oh.
Holy shit!
This is gonna be bad. This is actually bad.
I mean, like, I want a report on what he said. I want someone to say, because they muted it for the broadcast. I want to know what he said originally. Ooh, that's an animated documentary? I gotta see that. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's surprisingly big surprise. An animated documentary, though, is it actually a thing, or is it?
No,
I mean,
no,
there's
like
Surf's Up.
well, it didn't win, but apparently this is best documentary feature, and yeah, it's a documentary that's animated. That's really interesting. I kind of want to check that out. Like, it's not a documentary about animation. It is a documentary that's animated. You know, like it's like that's really interesting. What do I think of the Halo show? It's really bad.
I saw my dad watching it, and it's like, nope, I can't.
The
Sorry.
costumes look nice when they're costumes. The moment they switch to CGI, it's like terrible.
I never got into
hold on.
Halo, so it's like.
Oh, there's okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna comment on the. If DC had done what Marvel did and just gave each hero their own movie before the Justice League movie, the Snyder Cut wouldn't have been 4 hours long. Yeah, that's what they should have done. They tried to have their cake and eat it too. DC with the DCEU. They should have either completely gone with the Marvel formula and had individual movies of these Justice League characters before putting them all together in one movie, or they should have gone the complete opposite end and just have a movie about the Justice League, no build up whatsoever, just like jump into it, you know? Because some of these characters are well known enough. Batman, Superman, I'd even argue Wonder Woman is known enough that you don't need to introduce them. Everybody knows who they are. You need to introduce some people like the Flash. You'd have to introduce and Cyborg. You'd still have to introduce them. But other teammates, you don't have to. You can just like have them be there. And even then, I'd argue you don't have to do origins of these guys in the movie. Like, they don't have to be introduced as like new members of the team in this hypothetical movie I'm talking about. You can just have them be kind of the focus, and we can learn about them as characters throughout the story. You don't need to do an origin. You can just like, all right, this is this guy's powers. This is what his character's about. This is what his journey's gonna be in this story. You don't necessarily need to do the whole origin thing, where you don't need to see Cyborg get his robot parts. We don't need to see Barry being a citizen before he becomes a superhero on the team. We can just like infer that about them by hints, by subtleties, and we can just like kind of like how the Batman did it with or what's another good example? I'm completely blanking on a really good example. I'm only using the Batman because it's a recent thing that's in my mind because I saw it like a month earlier this month. But there's moving on. There's other superhero movies that just that forego the origin story and just jump into the character, and that's what you could have done with a Justice League movie. You didn't need to have individual movies of individual characters leading up to a team up movie. You could have just started with the Justice League and just got going. But if you wanted to have the individual movie things, like they tried to start off with Man of Steel and then they tried to work in Batman and Wonder Woman, and then that's where things got messy, then make them individual movies. Don't cram Wonder Woman and Batman suddenly into your Superman 2 movie and then cram the introduction of Flash and Cyborg into the Justice League and have the Justice League form clumsily together. No. that's like trying to have your cake and eat it too. You're trying to get the Justice League formed in 3 movies while having them, all the teammates, be these complex characters. It's like, that's not, you're not gonna succeed, and they didn't. You can either, again, have them start off as all these, like, as these characters that have been well into superheroing for a long time, and just like highlight 2 members, maybe 3, and just highlight what makes them a team. Hey, kind of like how the Suicide Squad did it with James Gunn's recent movie. That was a great example of how you just do some like character development and how characters work together, establish the team instead of doing intense, in-depth breakdowns of characters that you don't have time for in your movie. Or you do the Marvel method of doing individual movies first and then have the team up come later. You can't speed up the process. You can't do both, I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's the second. What number is that? The spiel about DC and DCEU? We're losing track. The Oscars hasn't done any other nominations yet. I think we're about to do the next one. It's just like it's a bunch of fluff again. Not timed exactly the storyboards, but it's getting a little bit better timed, I think. All right, see ya. Yeah, I know this is going for 3 hours. We usually go for 2. I understand. It's just we're watching the full Oscars with this, so. 2011 Green Lantern was supposed to be the start of the DCEU, then boy almighty, they started poorly. Why would you start with Green Lantern of all heroes? I mean, he's cool, but like, start with one of the main 3, not Green Lantern. dropping frames now. How do they have Discovery Plus and HBO Max? That doesn't make... They're both owned by the same conglomerate.
Pretty much.
Batman superior? Yeah, he is. Top 2 superheroes of all time. Spider-Man, Batman, in that order. Spider-Man being number 1. Feels... That's... No, I disagree. Man of Steel does not feel like the start of 5 superhero solo movies. I don't think there was a single good movie out of the DCEU until arguably Shazam was decent. But like then the first one that was like good, like this was well made, was the Suicide Squad. Every single movie outside of that from the DCEU has been just like, it falls on its face. Why are you... This is the honorary... I really don't... I question... I know I'm stammering. They're doing the remembrance, like the memorial to those we lost in 2021. Why are we... Ivan Reitman. Oh, my bad. I'm getting him mixed up with the actor who was in... Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, he just passed away. I don't like how they have these dancers in front of the people we're trying to remember. I'd rather watch the screen, please, than without... Like, you can have people come on, like, they just had, I just said his name earlier. Bill Murray come on and remember Reitman, but, like, that's nice, but, like, I don't want to focus on the dancing. I want to focus on the people who are like, we lost. It'd be really sweet if they mentioned Akira Takarada.
Yeah, something for anime fans that are pretty much upset about is that I think the anime awards aren't even showing up.
Were they?
Because some of the anime films aren't even nominated.
Well, yeah, that's every year, but yeah, they should. I'm not saying that's good. It's just like I expect that from the Oscars now because they don't. In their little world, animation doesn't really extend outside of the West. unless it's brought here via dubbing and via dubbing. Yeah, no Akira Takarada. Hopefully, maybe next year. Oh wait, no, they're not done. My bad. I thought they were. Whoa, Argentina. Hello, Lorenzo. Oh, yeah, I kind of figured. It was about, apparently... There's uncensored footage on Twitter? Oh, I know where I'm going after this.
Wait, uncensored footage?
Of the rant. From an Australian broadcast. Oh, I want to see that. I hope they don't take it down. I can't switch over right now because I think if I leave this page, it will stop playing the broadcast on my phone. And I don't have another device. Like, I can't... I would have to mute... And I can't watch it because I'm using... my computer audio to record our conversation, Nick, and broadcast everybody.
I know that. It's like...
Yeah, I didn't see... maybe I missed him, but I didn't see Akira Takarada. That's kind of disappointing. Although I guess he just died, so I guess that's... It wasn't... He died in early March, so... Maybe next year. I'm very, though, like, I very much appreciate way back in 2017, 2018 when Haruo Nakajima passed away. He got an Oscar shot out. That was nice. (2017's) Wonder Woman, I forgot about that. That was decent all the way up until their third act when they had the big CGI bad guy come back and completely destroy what that movie was setting up. I would have considered it a much better movie if the lesson that Diana learned was Ares is not responsible for this, Diana. This is just people being people. And, like, you can't just stop a war by going up to the big bad guy and killing them. That's not how a war is fought. That's not how you win a war. That would have been a very mature message, and it'd be like, wow, that's like, and it would, because it would have also like made Diana reflect on what her view of the world had been up till that point. But no, then she turns around and goes, Ares, you were here the whole time, and Ares is like, yes, I was the one who snuck ideas I whispered ideas in the minds of humans to make them go to war. I was me the whole time. She kills Ares, and then everyone stops fighting, and it's like, you kind of destroyed your own movie. You went against everything you were setting up. It was kind of, why'd you do that? You could have made a completely engaging movie with just Dr. Poison as the main villain, and completely cut out Ares, and it would have worked. But, you know. Oh, I am 10 more minutes and I get to go watch what Will Smith said. I'm hyped. That's what I'm most hyped for. We have Best Director and Best Picture left, I think. Although I haven't seen Best Actor yet. Did I miss that? Or they're gonna run overtime, which I can't believe if that happens. All right, I need to turn off. You know what?
Look on Wikipedia. What do you mean look up on Wikipedia, Mr. E?
Very chill stream. Just animating and watching the Oscars. Wait, what am I looking on Wikipedia for?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know myself.
Something about the Wonder Woman thing?
Maybe. Best. What are... I don't know about... I was kind of waiting for the end, but... I haven't even read the... I didn't even read the full list. Don't Look Up got nominated for Best Picture? That's kind of weird. I mean, it was a decent movie. I just, like, Best Picture? I didn't think that was that good. Wow, we're still on production. There's no way we're ending in 8 minutes. We're on production design. Oh my god. Nick, if you want to step out, because I know you're closing in on 12 a.m. over in the east.
It's almost 11 over.
I know. It's like 1 hour till. I'm at 10 a.m. I'm at 10 p.m. myself. They sideline production design too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Screw these Oscars. Film editing is still more important than production design, but production design is... Oh my god. That's the look of the movie. Well, on top of cinematography. But, like, that's everything that's in front of the camera. The design of the movie. Production design. Ugh. Look on Wikipedia. What am I looking on Wikipedia for the Oscars?
No, I think Mr. E's probably much looking up for the 2017 Wonder Woman. Oh, the Oscars. Duh.
Yeah, I don't know what you're in. What am I looking up about the Oscars on Wikipedia? I'm still a little unclear on that. This is by far our longest stream, and it shows with our viewers. We've dropped below the we are single-digit viewers now, everybody. Oh my god, we are not. There's no way. We haven't done best score either. They didn't even manage to fit it in the 3 hours with all these cuts. I'm stunned. What do you want? Okay, what about the winners? What am I looking up? That's kind of funny. No Time to Die by No Time to Die. Billie Eilish.
I
won an
think.
Oscar.
Oh boy, I just looked up the whole entire thing with the Will Smith thing.
Don't spoil
And,
it. I want to see it. Here, you know what? Here, I just want to see it. I want it to see it before ABC inevitably starts like taking it down. I just want to see it. Hold on, I'll
Here,
mute.
I'm posting it on.
I'll mute my computer audio so we can avoid copyright. But like, I want to see it. You're about to be mute, Nick. So just hang in there. I'll tell you when you're no longer muted. Okay?
Okay.
No, they can still hear me, but they can't hear you at the present time. I want to hear this. Whoa. Yeah, it was because Will Smith joked about... I'm sorry, because Chris Rock joked about Will Smith's wife, and Will Smith got pissed. Wow. Okay, Nick, you are unmuted.
Yeah, oh boy. Yep. They showed that on Australia. Like,
No, well,
the footage was uncensored on Australia and apparently Japanese TV.
Yeah, because
also.
I was listening to a Japanese translator, but yeah. Look on Wikipedia for the winners of this year's Oscars. What? Why? We're watching the Oscars. I am so confused on what you want me to discover on Wikipedia, man.
Probably for like best short or whatever.
Well, no, they announced it, but like they didn't. They like shoved them off the stage and just like did best of compilation, basically. Yeah, they don't even have the 2022 Oscar. They don't have a page for the 22 Oscars on Wikipedia yet. It's not like a thing I can even click on. It ends at 2021 right now. Nah, they stopped showing the ad price from 2016 onwards. I wonder if that has anything to do with the declining viewership.
Apparently, Chris Rock made a whole fun of Jada Pinkett Smith in her condition, according to one Twitter feed, or at least one tweet.
That was the most entertaining part of the Oscars so far.
I mean, come on. The two appeared at Madagascar already. Like,
well, I mean, I don't think that has anything to do with it, but
it's like I kind of envision the DreamWorks characters Morty being hit by Oscar, like the fish from Shark Tale. I don't know about that movie anymore.
That's
About
a funny
Gloria,
image.
and
That's a
it's
funny
like
image. Someone should draw that. What about? I'm sorry. I'm curious. What did you mean by Gloria? From the hippo?
Yes, Gloria the Hippo from Madagascar.
What about her? What about her?
She was voiced by Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith is...
No, she wasn't.
Yeah. Yes, I can clarify that.
I'm looking at the list right now. Hold on, I'm looking at the list right now. Oh wait, now she does. She was. My bad. I didn't see it. My bad. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Mobby. It's better. Well, no, it's still a boring show, but I'm interested in seeing who won without like reading the summary. I want to watch it live and then, we didn't have. Okay. The reason why we're doing such a long stream is because I thought it might be a fun time to just sit back and collectively watch it together. I thought that'd be fun. Because we'd all be able to watch it and see how bad it is and see all the mishaps that come up with watching the Oscars. Because every year it's something. One year they read the wrong winners. This year Will Smith smacks the crap out of Chris Rock. I think one of the years, what's this? I forgot his name, but he wore a freaking Waluigi, basically a Waluigi suit. Like, there's always something weird that's going on with the Oscars. It's like it's always going to be something funny to watch. That's like the same way that some movies are really badly made. It's just like, for all the glitz and glamour, that's like they try and make it such a fancy award show. They just like, they can't figure out how to just like cut the fluff and make it more professional. Like, it's what stuns me. Almost comfortable with the timing. Oh my god, it's still going on. They gotta have all these. Brought to you by Crypto.com. You did this, Crypto. It was you.
Cryptocurrency? Why crypto? Why? Oh, and we're
I
going to talk about
blame
Bruno
you.
Lost. Why?
Was We Don't Talk About Bruno even nominated?
I think so.
Hold on, I'm checking the nomination list again. No, it wasn't. There was a song from Encanto that was nominated. It's Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. Dos. I'm not even gonna try. I'm sorry. That one lost. I think No Way to Die, No Time to Die won. Yeah, Billie Eilish was on stage. Yeah, Billie Eilish won an Oscar. That's neat.
I find it stupid. Not even once I like Billie Eilish's music.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The only song on this list that I actually knew was the Encanto song. The other ones I don't know by name. So what was the joke? Like I wasn't paying attention when it happened. I only spotted it when they muted it. What was the joke that he made about Smith's wife?
About a condition that she has. And he was. I guess he was questioning about the whole braid thing or something. The hairband. Which could have led off the whole thing with the, you know.
Again, anniversary of best screenplay for Pulp Fiction. Why? You can just show another nomination, like from one that's this year. Like, I know they're doing it because like the people who are announcing the nominations are like from the movie that's being mentioned, but like you can just say on the 10th anniversary of Pulp Fiction and just have a Pulp Fiction graphic behind them as they walk on stage. You don't need the drawn out like clip from the movie. You can reserve that time for a clip from an actual nomination from this year. Dedicate that because it's more important. Now they're
They just don't care. They just don't care anymore.
Well, now they're just doing dance. They're like just making references to the movie on stage. It's just. It's the nomination! Or the winner! Yeah! I really hope Andrew Garfield takes this. I feel like he deserves it. Oh wait, no, he's not supporting. This is supporting. Are we still on supporting? I thought for a second this was lead. I'm sorry. We're in leading. My bad. I had a brain fart there. Yes, I still hope Andrew Garfield takes it for this one. Yeah, I hope he takes it. This was a really great performance from Tick Tick Boom. We don't hate you, Mr. E. Philman. It's just we were confused on what you wanted us to look at, that's all. Come on, Andrew Garfield. Ah. Damn it. Oh well, I hope he. Andrew Garfield will probably get nominated some other year too. Knock on wood. He's a great actor. Has Will Smith won an Oscar? Coming from the guy who just smacks. I mean, hey, if someone was insulting my significant other or making jokes at their expense, I'd probably get a little violent too. But like, I find it ironic, the speech. No, yeah, this is his first win. This is his first Oscar. He's been nominated before, but this is his first win. Oh, good for him. This is like ironic. Is he calling out Chris Rock subtly with this? What is going on with the TV editing? It's like flipping from the Oscars to the Oscar logo to the people he's talking about.
I have no idea what we're dealing with anymore, basically.
I'm pretty good with the timing. I just have to like pace out the actions now.
Why are we doing the Pirates of the Caribbean flashbacks now?
Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm still on. Are you through Will Smith's voice or speech? Right now, Will Smith just walked off stage. For me.
I've heard something about Pirates in the Caribbean flashback.
Oh, there. I think it was.
Apparently, Roblo.
What?
Spam. You're spam in the live chat.
Ah, let me see.
I think. I could be wrong.
Oh, someone's just. All right. Yeah, they're just spamming the same letter over and over again.
I think we're trying to spell out ghost.
This might be a 4-hour show. I'm kind of stunned. Nick, feel free to go at any time. I can be here as long as possible. I can be here, but if it's too late for you, feel free to step out. This might be a 4-hour broadcast. I was 100% expecting the Oscars to just be 3 hours and just be like we go 1 hour over than we usually do and be done. But like from right now, if we just did Best Actor and we have yet to do Best Score and Best Actress and Best Director and Best Picture, we're gonna be here for another 45 minutes. Advertising Disney Plus in your phone commercial. Shut the hell up, Dad. Don't mention Star Wars to us. Oh, we're on makeup. Oh no. Dune should absolutely win makeup. There was some crazy stuff, and costume. Well, at least it wasn't Cruella, but I guess they also, I stand corrected, they also sidelined makeup to the commercials as well. Ugh. Anything how they sidelined everything about how the film visually looked other than visual effects and cinematography. Everything else, the makeup, the editing, the production design, everything else got sidelined. No, don't, Amy Schumer, don't make more jokes, please. Just get to the next nomination.
This should have been
a teenager?
about...
No, I am not a teenager. I'm in my early 20s.
So am I.
I used to be a teenager. Long ago. In a galaxy. Not too far away.
Man.
Shake, shake. Turns and boop, flop. Maybe I should make that butt boop a little bit more pronounced. Timing. I kind of want it to be like a boom, flop. Boom. A little bit longer. Boom. What? No, you just summed up the Ukraine thing conflict in the worst way imaginable. Well, not the worst way imaginable. God damn it. Just get to the nomination. Stop trying to make jokes of tragedies. Well, 26. proportions on that pose. I'm just like, I just need it to be like, to time it. That'd be kind of nice if Christian Stewart won this one. Yeah.
I would be surprised.
Yeah, she didn't get it, but the one who got it is a pretty good actress, so I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it would be kind of like although it goes to show how much of an upglow, like a glow up that Kristen Stewart's been able to do with her career, if going from the Twilight trilogy, quadrilogy, whatever, to being Oscar nominated. Like that's a pretty good glow up. Now I think the pause is too much.
Yeah, I've been screen sharing on Discord.
Oh,
For this entire
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to like reduce strain on my computer, so I just decided not to stream on Discord specifically. But you know, they can see it. Did they announce? Okay, I know I'm like short-term memory lossing right now, but did they? I don't recall. Did they announce a best foreign film? Or if that's not even, if that's even a category anymore? International feature film. Yeah. Although I do argue that I don't know. That's a category that I feel like shouldn't exist, but I also see why it does, because if it didn't, the Academy wouldn't pay any attention to the movies that are made overseas. Which is like a comment on the Academy itself. But like, in a perfect world, that category would not exist, international feature film, and they would just be unanimously considered for best film, which ironically they are considered for best film, but like nowadays, but like at least some of them are, but like at the same time it's just like oh, we're doing Best Picture.
Finally! They should have done it like almost an entire hour ago.
I don't. Did they do Best Director? Where's Best Director?
Maybe they merged the two together this year.
They did not. No, there's directing. Best Directing. Maybe I missed it.
That or commercials must have highlighted it again.
Where was Best Director?
Probably nowhere, because apparently ABC cut it off.
I didn't hear who said. I didn't hear who won. Hold on. Oh, Power of Dog, I think.
Power of Dog?
No, Belfast. What? Hold on. I am... I didn't hear what name was read, and I'm getting confused by the people who are getting up and applauding and, like, kissing and, like, saying congratulations.
Levon Media says Coda, but I don't think Coda won.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess it was Coda. I was confused because Steven Spielberg was obviously there for West Side Story. He was getting up and, like... Yeah, Coda won. But, like, where's Best Score and Best Director? Did I just brain fart and miss those?
I mean, hey, we were kind of distracted
Right,
anyway.
true. I completely agree that I could have been just distracted and score. I completely own up. Like it could have been. Hold on. Dune won best score, so I guess I missed that. Jane Campion, Power of Dog won best director. Which maybe I got confused, like I was watching best. Cause she also won adapted screenplay, didn't she? For Power of Dog as well. Maybe I was watching. Maybe I guys got confused. Like. No, my bad. Yeah, no, there's Power of Dog right there. Best adapted screenplay. I guess I just got confused.
Let me tell you, I was downright pissed.
No, wait, best adapted screenplay, Coda won. I completely. Where was best director? What happened? Did they not show best director or something? Because I know they're 40 minutes over runtime, so maybe they like cut that from the broadcast or something.
Yeah, I think they probably did.
Because they usually announce best director before best picture. Like that's the second most important award of the night. Or they announce it. I guess they could also announce it before. No, because leading role was Will Smith, and then they went into. I'm confused by how they structured this.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. The last award show, the last Academy Awards, I've really been more focused on was for the 2018 movies. And visual effects, because I saw the 2018 Christopher Robin movie in theaters, I really have hoped that it at least won, because Pooh hadn't won an Oscar since 1968 with the Winnie the Pooh and Blustery Day short. But then, the first leap, one big step movie just won its place. Like, why? I mean, at least Avengers Endgame didn't win best visual effects.
Alright, and now it's wrapping up. Alright. 40 minutes over when we were supposed to. Oh my god. It gets more ridiculous every year with the Oscars. It's just like they're rapidly decreasing in viewership. Alright. Thank you guys for staying with us for this unusually long stream. I thought this would have only taken 3 hours, but the Oscars took an extra 40 minutes this year. See you guys on Discord and stuff. Have a lovely time. Next month's live stream is, if everything goes well, is April 24th. See you guys on Discord. Have a lovely evening. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.